future of Beckham?
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive match-up, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt, then you have to reciprocate. We'd like to see excitement and be entertained, but if it does go down the serious route, there'll still be lots to enjoy.
And we're underway. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Over to the left. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Deals with that nice and simple. Eric Garcia. Rafinha. And here's Ferran Torres. Done delicately. Yamal. Barnes, Gordon, Fermin, Ferran Torres, Yamal, he is through here. And he's there to clear it. Rafinha with the short one. Valde tries across, tries to get it clear. Yamal, clearly not happy with that. Gordon, and the counter is on. Barnes. Elanga. Now it's Gordon. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Barnes! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
And that has been cleared. It's Tonali. Gets it away. Hall. Hall.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Pedri. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. Yamal looks to get on the end of this. Yamal. Lopez. Now it's Lopez. And that's been won straight back. Here's Ferran Torres. And he's well positioned. Can he find the finish? Thiaw gets it clear. De Jong. Yamal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Ferran Torres! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rafinha goes short. Tonali. Gordon. Hall. Burn. It's a mighty looking ball that. Well read, nice interception. Alanga. Gordon. Nice touch. Gordon's cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Balde. De Jong. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Now it's Gordon. Barnes, and it's lofted through here. Pau Kubasi, gently done. Things have been frenetic in the early part of this game. A lot of action high up the pitch. That has been cut short. Kubasi trying to get their passing game going here, Jim. Just plotting a route round their opponents.
Yeah, just keep things nice, short, crisp, and let the ball do all the work. And it ought to pay off for them as well.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Koundé. Aim forwards. And here's Rafinha, and it's Balde. They get a throw in. And here's Rafinha. Balde. Pedri. Balde. Gordon. Balde has got himself a free kick. Pedri.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Rafinha. Tonali has given away a free kick.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Trippier forwards and with intent. Rafinha. Pedri. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rafinha puts a cross in. Willock. Moved on forwards.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Ferran Torres. And here's Rafinha. And they can counter here. Balde. Yamal. Thinks about the shot. It's anyone's ball now. Rafinha. So who's he picking out? He is just caressing the ball. That's an excellent interception. And it's played forward. Do have a chance to counter here. Willock aim forwards. Barnes, gently done. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Pedri. Moved on forwards. And it's Balde. Fermin. No goals as yet. The ball goes in. Byrne tries to clear. De Jong. Koundé.
De Jong really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Ferran Torres! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Played into space out wide. Barnes. Cross in, looks like a good one. Pau Kubasi. And he goes cross-field. Fermin. Fermin. Plays it out wide. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Oh, it's come loose. Tries a shot! That carried quite a threat. Eric Garcia. Kubasi. De Jong. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. Rafinha looks to get on the end of this. Balde going full steam ahead down the left flank. And here's Ferran Torres. And here's Yamal. De Jong. And it's Lopez. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Fermin. Nice physical challenge. Whistle's gone, that's foul. almost done its job. Oh, it's come loose. Chooses to go back. Gordon. Chiao. Tonali. Trippier forwards and with intent. Tonali. And here's Gordon. Gordon played out towards the right wing. Trippier crosses. Pedri. Balde. And here's Ferran Torres. Balde. Strong running down that left flank. Cleared away. Willock shifted upfield. And back to the keeper they go. Balde. Pedri. Kubasi. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Yamal with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Chip through. Oh, super find. Great defending, strong and determined. Barnes. Willock. That has been knocked clear. Balde. Koundé. Yamal. Koundé moved on forwards. Yamal. Yamal's cross. And out it comes again. Gordon. Willock aimed forwards. Yamal looks to the other side. Rafinha. That's a good ball. Chance here to counter. Hall. And it's played forward. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Rafinha. Fermin getting on for a third of the way through the game. That's very neat. Serves up a cross. And that has been cleared. Burn, gently done. Pedri. And it's Lopez. Nice control. Ferran Torres! That's really well manoeuvred. Hall forwards and with intent. Aim forwards. Fermin. Rafinha. Yamal. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. good distance on that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And here's Barnes. Bullish header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Played towards the front line. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Koundé, and he's gone backward here. Great chance!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Elanga. Xiao. Oh, can he get onto this? Eric Garcia gets over and intercepts. Kubasi. Eric Garcia. Oh, this looks sharp. Well timed, excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kubasi. Al Kubasi shifted upfield. Tonali. Yamal. Fermin. Tonali. And it's played forward. Calmly anticipates. And it's Willock. Willock. Played out to the right. He's dealt with that well. Koundé. Moved on forwards. Pedri. Balde. Pedri. Pedri, gently done. Tonali. Burn. Aim forwards. Al Kubasi cuts it out. Pedri. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. De Jong. That's been drilled forward. Koundé. Kubasi. Al Kubasi forwards and with intent. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Pinged towards the front line. Eric Garcia gets across to intercept that. Lobbed in behind. And they're not going to make any further progress now. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Long ball by the goalkeeper, and he cuts out the supply. Barnes thinks one through. Eric Garcia can get it clear. Koundé. Kubasi. That's really well manoeuvred. Rafinha looks to get on the end of this. Picks it up out wide. Rafinha played into the middle. And he's there to clear it. And here's Lopez. And here's Ferran Torres. Chance for a shot! Trippier. And it's played forward. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Played back to the goalkeeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. Kubasi. Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia shifted upfield. Balde. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Yamal. Fermin. De Jong. And here's Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yamal looking for a runner. Willock. Played towards the other side. Barnes. Moved on forwards. Eric Garcia cuts out the pass. Eric Garcia head out to the left flank. Rafinha. And it's Balde. Tonali makes the interception. Gordon. Now, what about a counter-attack? And here's Gordon. Oh, that's nice. Nicely shaped cross. Up he goes! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Pulled forwards and with intent. Back into the middle. Fermin. Rafinha. Fermin. Kubasi. Koundé. And it's played forward. Fermin have it back and can go again. That's good play. Balde. Can he spark a counter here? That's really well manoeuvred. Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Pedri aimed forwards. De Jong. Yamal. And here's Ferran Torres. He's being urged to shoot. Yamal. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Gordon. Barnes. Now it's Gordon. Hall. Now it's Barnes. Barnes. Hall gets flagged offside. First 45 minutes are up. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Look, I think sometimes they're crossing for crossing's sake. It's percentage football. The more balls you get in the box, the likelier it is to score. Well, that's good to a point, but they also need an alternative.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half, so neither side has yet broken through. Here's Ferran Torres. And it's De Jong. Rafinha. And the shot! Trippier, gently done. He's in plenty of space here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Keeper has taken decisive action. That's a throw. Trippier. Elanga. He has found the way through. Hit into the middle. Rafinha. Moved on forwards. Thiaw. Tonali. Barcelona.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Yamal. Fermin! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, the clearance is short. Oh, well measured. It's come to nothing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rafinha, now he's off and running. Thiaw. And it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Balde. Pedri. Pedri forwards and with intent. It's Lewandowski! Oh, another save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Willock. Out to the right. Rafinha. Balde. Rafinha. De Jong. Koundé. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Pedri. Fermin knocks it out wide. De Jong. Oh, this is a shooting chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a good run down the left. Burn, aim forwards. Yamal, Koundé, Alde, Pedri, Eric Garcia, Rafinha, Alde. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Thiaw getting this one clear. Yamal, real chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
In it comes. Yamal. And it's Lopez. Rafinha. Rafinha on a charge down the left. That is lovely. And here's Lopez. Could move up a gear here. And here's Lewandowski. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Can he finish? Oh, they could be caught out here. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Yamal chooses to go cross-field. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, played right into his path. There's no flag. Koundé gets it away. Fermin. Pedri. Now it's Rafinha. Fermin gently done. Thiaw tries to clear. Rafinha played into the box. Well, a throw in. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Eric Garcia. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Tonali. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That's really well manoeuvred. Elanga. And he shoots! Skips away! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs!
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Barcelona are making a change now. So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Rafinha played over towards the opposite flank. And it's De Jong. And here's Dani Olmo. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Paul, it's a sharp pass. Balde. De Jong. De Jong chooses to go cross-field. Rafinha. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Pedri spread out to the left. Balde puts a cross in. Paul clears it away. Barnes shifted upfield. He's got to be in here. Elanga. Pedri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Willock forwards and with intent. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Eric Garcia. Pedri gently done. Rafinha goes pelting down that left-hand side. That's really well manoeuvred. Elanga. Trippier gets into some space. A heavy challenge. Balde, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. De Jong. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi played out to the left flank. And he won't reach that. Driven forward. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's hoisted clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Pau Kubasi aimed forwards. And it's Willock. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lewandowski, out to the left it goes. Lobbed in behind. And he's there to clear it. Well, they could break here. Now that's well seen too. Kubasi. Over to the left. And he has been fouled there. And it's Olmo. Willock does really well to win the ball there. Xiao moved on forwards. Dani Olmo. Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Dani Olmo! Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo!
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
And it's Trippier. And that's a dangerous ball. And the ball's come loose here. Cross goes for a shot! He's got a goal! And they get themselves in front! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Played towards the other side. Rafinha. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Paul with the clearance.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And it's played forward. De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. Yamal is sporting a guilty look after that.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Balde. Kunde forwards and with intent. Elanga. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Balde. And here's Rafinha. Oh, he's found support out wide. Paul, nicely aimed pass. Kunde. Balde. And it's Olmo. Danny Olmo played out to the left flank. Cross from Rafinha. Gets it away. Into the last quarter of an hour. Yamal, good challenge, excellent challenge.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Spread out to the left. Barnes. That is a brilliant interception. Danny Olmo. Hall. Very nicely done. Cleared away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Danny Olmo. Keep calm
and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Tonali, and it's lofted. He's had a shot! And that would have won it.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Pedri. Lofted upfield. Yamal, now he's off and running. Willock. Byrne, shifted upfield. And it's Hall. And here's Barnes. Ball comes in. Shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's there to get it away. Barnes. Lovely, now then.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Kunde looks to the other side. Rafinha takes a look up.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Good spread.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Lewandowski. Yamal done delicately. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And here's Rafinha. And here's Dani Olmo. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Pedri too strong for his opponent there. Koundé, and he goes cross-field. Rafinha looks to get on the end of this. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Balde, and it's played into the middle.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Elanga. Oh, he's in! And the shot! It's a loose ball.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Up towards the front line.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Eric Garcia. I think we're just about done here. Koundé, aim forwards. Yamal. Paul, gently done. Cross goes in there. Elanga. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And a chance! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And it's Pedri. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Out to the left it goes. And here's the chance to counter. And he's away. He's having a shot! And that has been clubbed away. Now here's the delivery. Dani Olmo. And the finish! Eric Garcia. Balde. Rafinha. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Dani Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. He can get that clear. Barcelona have reclaimed it. De Jong. Yamal. Pedri. Koundé played over towards the opposite flank. Thiaw gets rid without sophistication. That'll be a throw. Balde. Oh, what a climb! Barnes. Moved on forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. De Jong. Dani Olmo. Out to the right. And here's Dani Olmo. It's a mighty effort! And in for the pieces! They've done it! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Pope, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Yamal looks to the other side. Rafinha. Dani Olmo, chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Played towards the other side. And that's it. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the manager still looks as if he has a thing or two to be said, but I think inside he's got to be very, very